What's up, everybody? How are y'all doing on this lovely, lovely Friday evening? I am Wayne, your host, joined as always by my partner in crime, the lovely, the talented, the beautiful Miss Tiffany. What's up, ma'am?
Hey there, hi there, how are you?
Hey there, ho there, how there, ho there, who there. Hey there, how there, who there, what?
It has been a crazy week. And it's Friday. Y'all got me on Friday, so I'm just going to be wide open tonight because
Well, tell us about it. What's crazy?
the freaking dog, from Monday to today,
Which dog?
every day, Cooper, because he's a magician. Okay. Monday, he chewed his harness up. Tuesday, he knocked Carrie's TV off of her table and broke it. Wednesday, Thursday, and today, he escaped from his crate.
Bastard.
And he had to have a whole new crate because for some reason, he thought it would work to pull a comforter through his freaking gated door to his crate. He got the comforter in there. No lie, he did. But it bent the door out of crap.
He's Houdini.
Oh my God. Those have not been the words that I've been saying this week. I have cussed more this week than I have my whole entire life.
I doubt that.
Oh, no.
Abracadabra.
The unhealed version of me has been present all week. It's been crazy. You know what else is crazy? And I was thinking about this. It is crazy that they have anger management, but not stupidity management. Because 99% of the time, the reason my ass is angry is because you done something stupid.
Yeah. But God, I love stupid people.
Oh my gosh, there's so many in the world.
I've always loved stupid people. When you hang out with stupid people, some of my best friends are stupid. Sorry if you're one of my best friends and you're hearing this now. Some of my best friends are stupid because something amazing is always gonna happen when you're with a dumbass.
It is an adventure. It is always an adventure. Yeah.
I'm so sorry to all of my close friends out there. I didn't mean y'all.
I was gonna say,
if you're listening right now, I didn't mean you.
What do you mean who pulled my string? The freaking dog. Oh, because I won't shut up. Oh, I get that. Slow.
Yeah, whatever.
I must be one of Wayne's best friends because I'm stupid.
You are one of my best friends, Tiffany. I'm just saying.
I'm saying.
I mean,
but
that's not entirely accurate because one of my best friends is a fucking PhD.
Yeah.
So he's not stupid. I don't know. We need to change the subject like right fucking now.
Thanks, Daniel.
Stupid is as stupid does, Tiff. God, I got 74 comments. Y'all hopping tonight, y'all.
Yeah, we're plotting against you. Unacknowledged and unknown. Is that you, Wayne? Saw you in Booger Hollow.
Huh?
Unacknowledged and unknown. I'm not going to say what I'm going to be nice. Is that you, Wayne? I saw you in Booger Hollow.
I don't know what the hell Booger Hollow is, so I'm going to need more information. But, I mean, it could be me. Sorry, I'm not familiar with you. You seem cool.
I bet you if they put their name up there, you would be.
Might be, but I still don't know what the hell Booger Hollow is.
Oh, thanks, Robert.
Robert, I love you, dude. I cannot wait until the Missouri trip. Making me go a year without hanging out with my boy is just fucking criminal.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Why do you live in Oklahoma, dude? Move to Tennessee. All right. We got Alan up in here. Booger Hollow is a dry snot bubble. Good for you. Yeah, I guess you're right. Thanks for chilling, Alan. Hope all is well.
Oh, thanks, Larry.
What the fuck, Larry do?
Larry gifted a big membership too.
Thanks, Larry.
Sorry, y'all. We are unhinged. Okay, it's Friday.
It's Friday. We don't typically have a show on Friday, and when we do, it's a members only thing where we don't have to be on our best behavior. So that's kind of what y'all get tonight.
That's funny.
Free for all for everybody.
Ooh, Robert said he would, but he's allergic to orange.
The fuck, dude? Those are fighting words. You already lost one bet, which I will. Everybody, Robert is a man of his words because he bet me last year the Tennessee and Oklahoma game, college football. If Tennessee won, he would buy me a bottle of Makers. If Oklahoma won, I would have to buy him a bottle. Well, we kicked their ass, and he was a man of his word, and he showed up at the Missouri conference with a bottle of Maker's Mark.
Well, there you go.
Same bet this year, buddy. What just happened? Why did my screen go blank?
It didn't. Maybe you're just,
It went dark. I guess I'm just stupid. I don't know. God, I don't know. This is Friday. This is not a typical show. We are off the rails. Let's pay the bills.
Oh, no, maybe I'm just stupid.
Why'd you call me baby?
What?
You said, I don't know, baby. I'm just stupid.
I didn't call you baby.
Yeah, you said, I don't know, baby. I'm just stupid.
No.
Who else you talking to?
I said maybe.
You said baby.
I said, oh no, maybe I'm just stupid.
Yeah, I don't know, baby. I'm just stupid.
Oh my gosh.
Goony Goo Goo, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Travelers, that is the shit. Mr. Goony Goo Goo and Chris bought me a bottle of Travelers this past weekend.
Mm-hmm.
They know that's my favorite whiskey. So thank you so much, guys. Let's pay the bills.
Okay.
If you are new to the show tonight, I'm so sorry. This is not a representation of us. This is just hanging out and being just stupid.
Stupid.
If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button. If you don't like what you see, hit the subscribe button. It gets better. I promise you it will get better. But anyway, seriously, if you are tuning in tonight, we appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hit that subscribe button before you leave.
And if you would like to be on with Wayne and I, you can reach out to both of us, Wayne at paranormalworldproductions.com or me, Tiffany at paranormalworldproductions.com, and we will get you scheduled.
Paranormalworldproductions.com is our website. You guys can head over there, check out all of the shows under the studio's umbrella, sign up for the Bigfoot newsletter, pick you up some merch, all of that cool stuff when you head to paranormalworldproductions.com.
Sorry, I had to clear my throat.
Let me clear my throat.
I'm usually muted. Oh. And we don't have your typical show this evening, but I'm sure you'll have questions. So just put them in all capital letters for me. Sometimes the chat will grow very quickly, and I don't want to miss anything. And if you put it in all capital letters, I will not.
Manimalresearch.org is our website. The show tonight is all about the organization that I founded back in 2019. We're going to start the show off tonight, guys, talking about the upcoming Squatch Out. It is the 5th annual Squatch Out, something that I am very, very proud of. We put that all together tonight. We started making the plans, the arrangements, and everything. So we're going to talk to you guys about that. But also, we are going to be talking about this past weekend that us Manimals, those that were able to attend, the encounter or the expedition that we did this past weekend at the LBL. Guys, it was crazy. A lot of stuff went down. It was really, really cool. We're going to talk about that this weekend. Here in just a minute, we will be bringing Mr. David Zigan on. David put out several recorders this past weekend, and we're going to be sharing the audio that we were able to collect from the weekend. But again, we're going to start out talking about this year's Squatch Out, and then we're going to bring David on, and we're going to talk about the past weekend that we had on this Manimal expedition. If you guys would like to be, if you would like information on becoming a member of Manimal Research, we would love to talk to you about that. Go to manimalresearch.org and hit that contact button, and we would love to talk to you. If you believe you might have Bigfoot, Sasquatch activity on your property and need someone to come and check it out, we would love to be the ones that you trust to do that. But please head over to manimalresearch.org.
And we also invite you to join our channel membership for $1.99. And I'm slow and didn't have that pulled up. My bad.
Yeah, it is.
You get to hang out and just do stupid stuff like this on members only nights. And we have the chat for the Discord. It's members only. You have your own specific logo for when you're in chat during the shows. It shows up. You show up green in there. We offer so many different things just as a way to say thank you for your support and stuff like that. And the $1.99 goes towards everything you see here because it's not free. And you get so many cool things.
Yes. Thank you so very much for considering that. And lastly, before we get going, I'll take that down for you, ma'am. Don't worry about it. Before we get going tonight, I want to draw your attention to the bottom, that banner there, the Cash App or the Venmo. You guys have always been really cool about helping us with the super stickers. That's something that YouTube does. And YouTube likes their fees. I'm not blaming them. It's not a problem. I always say it. No one's in business to make money or to break even. You're in business to make a profit. So I do not doubt them. I do not fault them at all for taking their fees. But we need it more than they do. And we don't like waiting a month. So instead of the super stickers, we offer this. We offer this way to help us out. You can send it to the Venmo or the Cash App. It comes straight to us. We don't get hit with near the fees. We don't have to wait a month for it. If you were interested in helping us out, we would greatly, greatly appreciate it.
And on top of Goonies $1.99, Daniel Hamilton, I love stupid, $5. Thank you so much. I'm so glad y'all love stupid.
Thank you, Daniel.
We stupid tonight.
Yeah. He just said he loved me.
See?
I appreciate that. And while we've been talking, oh my God, 54 more comments. You guys are popping tonight.
I know.
Sweet. All right, let's talk about the Squatch Out.
The Squatch Out.
The 5th annual East Tennessee Squatch Out. Thank you, bud. Well, I mean, I kind of wrestled with calling it the East Tennessee Squatch Out this year because it's not being held in East Tennessee for the first time. It's being held, actually, I mean, technically it's Kentucky. So we can't really call it the East Tennessee, but that's what it's always been called. So that's what we are sticking with. Thank you, Robert, so much. But yeah, here you go. The 5th annual East Tennessee Squatch Out will be going on Labor Day weekend, August 29th, 30th, and 31st. That's a Friday, Saturday, and a Sunday night. Monday, which is September 1st, is Labor Day. So that is the day that we will be packing up and heading back. So if you would choose to spend your Labor Day weekend with us, we would be so very honored. The Squatch Out, it has gotten bigger. It's bigger and better every single year. We actually missed 1 year due to, I think it was COVID or something. Something happened where 1 year that it should be the sixth annual, but it's the fifth right now. The one that we've done. But yeah, we have guest speakers that come. We will talk about those here in just a minute. Also, this year we are going to be doing 2 meals for you guys. Normally we just do one. Last year we did a chili cook off. Last year, Mr. Troy Hensley, he's in the comments tonight. He's a member of Manimal. He bought this big ass pan and made, I don't even know how many damn pounds of chili he made last year, but it was phenomenal. It was great. So we did a chili last year, but this year we're going to do 2. We're going to have Troy do one on Friday night, and then Gary, 25 gallons of chili is what Troy made last year. So we were able to eat on that a couple of times, and we had like almost 50 people there last year. So that was 50 people getting a couple of meals out of this thing. I honestly would not mind if Troy did another chili this year, but I'm leaving that completely up to him. So Troy will be cooking a meal on Friday night, and then Mr. Goonie Goo Goo, Gary, Chris Blaylock's husband, will be providing us with a meal for Saturday night. We don't know what that's going to be yet. I always leave that up to them to decide, just keeping in mind, you're going to be feeding, 40, 50, 60 people. So need to keep that in mind. That's a lot of people. So chili worked out great last year. It really did. But yeah, we're going to give 2 meals. Our speakers, we have 3 that are confirmed as of right now. You got Mr. David Zagan, who will be on with us here in just a few minutes. He will be speaking. He is known as Bigfoot Forensics. Awesome dude. He's a member of Manimal. Love him. Can't speak highly enough about him. We are also going to have Dr. John Baranchuk. You guys know how I feel about John. He's one of my best friends in the world. He is a psychologist. He's an author. He's going to come on and do his presentation, and it's going to be amazing. And then we're also going to have Miss Mary Ann from Missouri. Mary Ann has quickly become one of my favorite people on this earth. She is a dear, dear friend of mine. She puts on the Ozark Mountain Bigfoot Conference every year. I will be speaking at that conference this year. I was at it last year. I spoke at the camp out. Our good buddy Brian King Sharp will be there as well. He and I went last year, but we will be there again this year, and I'm one of the main speakers this year. She is going to come on and do a presentation at the Squatch Out. So she's coming all the way from Missouri to do this for us. She not only does the Ozark Mountain Conference, but she is a BFRO member. She does all of the BFRO expeditions for Missouri, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. So she is a very, very busy woman. She is extremely knowledgeable about the subject. She knows what she's doing. So she will also be speaking. There's one other speaker that we have reached out to that we have not gotten confirmation from, but he is pretty well known in the area. So hopefully we will be getting him. So that will be happening. Those are our speakers. As far as Friday night, the first night of the event, our great friend, I love her so much, Miss Naomi Finn, will be leading a campfire storytelling. from 8 p.m. till at least 10. We may even go later, however long she wants to go. She will be on doing what she does best, which is telling stories. She is an amazing storyteller. She did it a couple of years ago. Came to the Squatch Out, did a storytelling. Last year, she had something come up where she wasn't able to make it, but this year, she's confident that she'll be able to make this one because it's not too far from her home. But she's going to lead the storytelling on Friday night. So Friday night, Saturday night, possibly Sunday night, we will have speakers, 2 meals for you guys at least. The other meals you are responsible for. We are bringing in extra porta potties and working on getting showers and everything for everybody. But it's going to be at the LBL this year, the Land Between the Lakes. And I'm so excited. There is a fee of $30 per person. Spaces are limited. If you want to be a part of this year's Squatch Out, you need to contact me directly. If you're on Facebook, you can message me on Facebook. If you need to email me, Tiffany, will you pop up our emails real quick? If you need to email me, do it that way. We accept Venmo and Cash App, and PayPal if you need to, but preferably Venmo and Cash App. We've already had several people that have claimed their spots, and like I said, it's limited. So first come, first serve. If you're interested in attending the Squatch Out this year, you need to get a hold of me as quickly as possible. Talk, Tiffany. My mouth's dry.
Sorry, I was just listening. I'm a great listener. I don't know, but I can talk too. That's what Zach said. Who pulled her string? Get off of it. We have so many people in here. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it is hopping tonight.
It is.
It really, really is. But again, guys, the Squatch Out, that's my baby. I started it 6 years ago now, and I love it. Each year it has gotten bigger and better, and we don't see it being any different this year. Hopefully the Land Between the Lakes works out. We can continue maybe to have it there, or your input is very valuable to us. If you want to have it in different locations each year. Last year we went to Sasquatch Farms, and it was amazing. There was a little bit of discrepancy, a little bit of misunderstanding between us and them, but we got it done. We held the event there, but that's the reason we're not doing it there this year is just because of that disagreement, or so to speak. It wasn't really a disagreement. We just decided to try somewhere else. So we camped at the LBL this past weekend, like we're getting ready to talk about. Mr. David Zagan, if you are watching, go ahead and jump in, buddy, because we're about to start talking about the LBL. So yeah, we went out there this past weekend to try it out and just to see how it was, how it went. And we couldn't be more happy, more excited about this year's event. All right, David just jumped in. Let's go ahead and get Mr. Zagan out here. David, what's up, buddy?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm so glad you're alive and tick-free now.
Thank you. It's been a rough one with the ticks.
How many ticks did you get off of you, buddy?
Off of me or the dog?
Both.
I think over the period of all the days we were there, I think I took about 20 to 25 off of Murphy every day. And I think a total for me over the time was maybe 10 to 12.
And I still haven't seen the first tick on me.
When we got back, well, you have to understand for poor Murphy, and that's probably where I got mine. poor Murphy. He was 5 months old and he hadn't started his full-fledged tick and flea treatment yet. He just began that actually. But we took him to the vet when we got back, and they pulled about another 20 something off of him, ones I couldn't find. But he is tick free now, and
That's
he's on
awesome.
he's on that medication, so we're good and we're past it all.
All
That's
right,
good.
good deal. I know you were miserable all weekend, and I hated that. So much shit happened to you.
I really try to have a positive attitude, you know.
Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, what is that?
Oh yeah, that's a wonderful picture of my beloved truck. Yes.
I hated that happened, man.
You can
That was
actually
so
see that
silly.
red light inside the truck right there. That's me doing a video very angrily. I deleted that video and did
Yeah.
another nice one, but right there at that moment, I was cursing the LVL.
And I went back and I've got some video because we were all sitting around the campfire. I was at the picnic table and everything was great. We were actually getting ready to go live
Yeah,
on this channel. And it just out of nowhere, the bottom just completely fell out and it started pouring. So everyone started scattering. I went to my Jeep and I sat in there. You went to the truck, you and Murphy. I think Chris and the girls went to the there's like a porta potty, not a porta potty, but a restroom there that is concrete, with like blocks and everything. It's probably the most sound structure around there.
yeah.
So they went to it, and Gary went to the camper. And when I was in the Jeep, I started recording, and I meant to send this to you, David, but I'm recording, and that first one, I'm cussing. I'm so mad. Like, what the that stupid. And when I went back and I watched it, I actually saw Gary running from the camper over to you.
Yeah.
And I didn't see that before. And I had stopped. I didn't see it at the time. And I started recording again, and it picked him running from you back to the camper. And I guess that was about the time the tree fell on you, right?
Yeah, it's pretty shortly after. Apparently, Gary acting like a superhero. He was out there holding on to his awning and being on Discord at the same time, if I have that right.
Yeah.
And the tree falls across. He runs through the storm before it's even settled just to make sure I was okay. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's very cool. Very cool of him. But yeah, I didn't know that I had caught any of that on film. I was hoping to actually catch the tree falling on you, but it's not there. If it is, I can't see it. So
It was a pretty scary moment.
yeah, tell us about that because you told me about it. Tell
Yeah.
everybody what you experienced at that moment.
Yeah. So, we had all retreated to our respective vehicles. And honestly, I thought it was just going to be another thunderstorm like, we had already had before once there. And I legit had my phone up on the dashboard and was trying to like watch a TV show. And then the sideways rain came and then the wind picked up. And for a brief moment, the truck was rocking and it actually lifted up a little bit. And you could feel it raise up and it kind of stayed there for a slight second before it came back down. And I know the tires didn't leave the ground, but the vehicle lifted up enough and it stayed there for a split second. And it was enough to make me go, holy crap. And I reached over and grabbed my seatbelt, put my seatbelt on. And I was thinking, if the wind's blowing that hard, if the truck does get turned over and this is a tornado, I want to at least be strapped in. And then my thought, honestly, it went straight to, shit, what if a tree falls on me, right? So I reached over and put my body over top of Murphy and tried to hold him down, and we stayed low. And about that time is when the truck got hit with that tree and it started bouncing. And right then, because I'd had all those thoughts, I honestly thought Okay, yep, I'm dying. Great. After everything I've been through in my career, I'm gonna go for this.
Yeah, on a
So,
Bigfoot expedition.
I was like, come on. I survived so much. This is how it ends. Oh,
So,
no.
what did it feel like? I mean, you actually felt it when the tree hit, right?
Yeah. The truck like bounced, and it probably bounced more because it's got those Fox Racing shocks underneath it, for off-roading. And the truck bounced pretty good. I was positive that back, because of the way the truck bounced, I was positive that camper shell had been crushed. I couldn't see because I tried to shine a flashlight through the window in the back, but it's window on the cab, window on the camper shell, so I was getting my reflection back. So I honestly couldn't see, and I didn't want to roll my window down at that time because of all the rain coming in
Yeah.
sideways. I was
For those,
pleasantly surprised. I really was.
absolutely. I was as well. For those of you that don't know, uh, David has his truck just fucking pimped out when it comes to camping. I mean, it's badass. I brag about it for him all the time to anybody that will listen. He has built a little bed back there. He's got the camper shell. He built a little bed back there. He has cameras that he mounts to his truck on all four sides. So he has a 360-degree view at all times while he's back there sleeping. So he sleeps back there on these expeditions. He's got the monitor inside with him. He's got, tell everybody what you have back there, David.
So it's set up. I got a heater. I have a spot where I can put in like a window air conditioner, so I can have that. I started monitoring the CO2 levels, and they were getting too high, so I installed an inline duct fan at the lowest point, so it actually pumps that CO2 from the bottom of the floorboard out of the truck, so I get fresh air all the time. And I got a coffee maker, a TV.
The refrigerator?
No, it's just a little cooler. I
Okay.
skipped. I ran out of room.
Yeah, there's not a lot of room in the bed of a truck, y'all.
Coffee maker was paramount.
Yeah, he's got a fucking teepee back there.
Gotta have a
So
dog.
unfortunately, it looks like that's all gonna end.
That
Actually,
sucks,
I have
man.
to remove most of that to get the camper shell off.
I hate
And
that.
I don't think I'm going to rebuild that. I think I'm actually going to turn it back into a truck, and I am just going to go off-road camper kind of thing.
Okay, so like a teardrop camper, maybe.
Something like that, lifted with off-road tires, something like that.
Yeah, we
But
actually talked
but
about.
trust me, it's going to get pimped out again.
Oh, I
That
know, I
thing.
know it will. I mean, you have so many cool things that you bring on these expeditions. I mean, you have your truck not only with the 360-degree, which is amazing. I mean, that would make anyone feel better about
Yeah.
camping anywhere. Being able to look out there and see at any moment what is around your truck. I mean, that's awesome. But you also bought these cameras that you mount, and since you bought them and you first deployed them on our Big Frog adventure, and from there Miss Chris Blaylock and Gary Blaylock saw it and they bought some more. So now on these expeditions, when you two are there, we have 8 cameras that we can place around the perimeter of where we're camping. You have a monitor and Chris has a monitor, and we can keep up with these 8 cameras going on at all times, right?
Right. And I think this truck, this thing is going to end up being a blessing in disguise, since I can have all that stuff on the off-road camper, because as you know, I have that thermal dash camera now on the truck.
Mm-hmm.
So honestly, this will enable me to be able to go out and actually take the truck out in the evening to different locations using that thermal dash camera. Um, to move around during the night. I think that this is going to end up being a better setup. As much as I hate to have to take this apart, 'cause it took me a couple of years to build it out the way I liked it.
Oh yeah.
But I think in the long run, this will end up being a better way of doing it.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably right. But I mean, it makes me think about all of the things that we have at our fingertips nowadays. Why can't we get better footage? You go back to the Patterson Gimlin. What the hell were they using? Just this damn camera, old, 8mm or whatever camera that they were using, and they were able to get this close to a Bigfoot and film it. And we haven't been able, with everything that we have today, we haven't
Maybe
been
we
able. Go ahead.
maybe we need to revert to old school technologies. You know,
I've said,
at least give it a shot. I mean, we are, there's the theory of the Bigfoot being able to see IR and things like that. And, even though most of the trail cameras now are passive, I don't know. I just read an article and I got something to research new to find out if it's true or not. But I was just reading about some birds being able to see the magnetic field and using it for navigation. Apparently, have some type of protein in their eye that they can see. I haven't been able to verify this, but I mean, with all the different ways that different animals see things, we literally know nothing about Bigfoot if he exists. So
yeah, and I've said it so often that, in my opinion, the reason that Gimlin and Patterson were able to get so close to her is because they were on horseback. I really believe that. I believe that Patty smelled the horse. She was used to the horse smell. She came out to investigate. She wasn't expecting them to be two cowboys on the back of these horses. And then all of a sudden, when she sees it, oh shit, I got to go. I believe horseback. If
well,
someone would put together an expedition on horseback, maybe we could get something.
and if you go with the intelligence level that some people, subscribe to Bigfoot being, then there is a possibility that see right there. Hey, David Rosty. Recognize you. Thanks for that. I appreciate that. I hadn't been able to look it up. But no one was out in the woods with cameras at that time looking for Bigfoot. Right? I mean, that
That's
was
true.
relatively a new thing as well.
That's true.
So there's a lot of different variables we have to consider.
Yeah, you're right. But David, the reason that we brought you on tonight is because you deployed how many recorders this past weekend?
5, and carried one with me, and
Okay.
4 trail cameras, which I left one on accident.
Oh, you ended up leaving one?
On accident. It's still on
Oh
the road
shit.
leading up to the cemetery.
Maybe it'll still be there.
Doubtful.
Yeah, you're right. But you were able to collect some pretty interesting recordings.
Yes.
So I've got these right here. I got them queued up. We're going to play them.
Cool.
And I thought it would be, the best way to do this was have the person that actually went through and gathered the audio to give some context to it.
Okay.
To obviously, it's not a camera. We don't know what was making these sounds. We don't know. So it's speculation. I will give a little bit of a heads up on when we get to the frog one. That's some creepy shit.
Oh, and just so you know, I still have I'm still going through 2 of the SD cards that I haven't gotten to yet.
Okay, so there's
So
more.
there may be some more to come. Who knows?
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to go through these and play them in order, just as you have listed them. The first one says Coyotes recorder.
We can't hear it, by the way.
Can you hear anything?
We can't hear it. I was like straining.
You can't hear anything at all?
No, it's
Nothing.
silent.
Okay, hold on. It's about to come to.
Show's canceled.
Let's move on to.
You don't move on.
Okay, this one is labeled as knock. I know you'll be able to hear something in this one, unless there's something wrong with my shit.
I think there's something wrong.
There's something wrong with your shit.
No. there's something wrong. Y'all don't hear that?
Like a little. It's like a drumstick hitting together is what it sounds like.
Yeah, I thought you dropped the pencil on your desk.
Well, that's what you sent me, dude.
You gotta play it through the show, though, right?
Hold it up to your mic.
Yeah, that's barely even the sound. Okay, well, shit. We'll move on.
Moving right along.
Okay, we're going to go on to the frog. If y'all can't hear this, then fuck it. I quit.
Uh-oh. Tiffany, it's your show now.
Hello, I'm Tiffany.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Can you hear that?
It sounds, honestly, like you're playing on your phone and the mic can't pick it up. Like you're just playing it live from your phone.
Yeah. Like you can hear that.
Okay.
But it's not what you think it is, Wayne. It's barely coming through.
Yeah. Yeah, this is low volume.
Yeah, well, I don't know what the fuck, because I hear it. It's loud as fuck. It's hurting my ears.
You could always just hold your phone up to your mic and let your mic pick it up.
I mean, that's what I paid fucking $300 for the board for.
Well.
All right, let's try that.
Okay. David, that skeleton behind you is a little creepy.
Hey, $25 at Home Depot. He's missing an arm, too. Yep. I lost it. You tell me if you hear this any better. Can you hear that better?
Mm-hmm.
You hear the static?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, weird sounds out there. The coyotes. Let's see. Tell me if you can hear the coyotes. it's really faint. All right, Wayne, what do you want to do?
I mean, yeah, obviously we can hear it better through yours.
All right, so I'm gonna go to the car horn knock, the one that's really clear.
Okay.
So at 3:43 a.m., everybody's trying to sleep after the storm. And Murphy and I are now sleeping in the front seat of our truck. And I keep waking up to check on him. He's dead asleep. I knew he was fine, but I think it was me, and I was just stressed from earlier. And I reach into my cup holder to get the flashlight. I'm going to check on him, and I pick up my truck keys, and I accidentally hit the alarm, and I turn it off just as fast as it goes off. So I just stayed in the truck, looked around, tried to see if I had messed up with anybody. I didn't see anybody stir, get up, or anything. But what I do get is on the recorder is a knock. And I should preface this: I checked the recorders, the two that were closest to camp, and not one time could I hear any of our car door shuts or anything like that. But it does pick up. Like all the times when we were jumping in our cars during, it doesn't pick up any car doors, but it does pick up the horn and a loud, what sounds like a knock. And I have a different version. Let me see if that's clear. Yeah. Were we able to hear that?
Yeah, you can hear that really well.
So, yeah, that actually sounds like an actual wood tree knock.
Yeah, for sure.
You want me to play it again, Wayne?
Yeah, go ahead. I mean,
Okay.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Very good.
So I don't know what to make of that, but
So at what time was that? Do you know?
Yes, that was exactly at 3:43 a.m.
On Saturday night or Friday night?
It was the night of the storm.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, Saturday morning, Friday night.
Okay. I mean, you're able to play it. I'm not. So if you want to play all of them that you have and just give the context as you know it.
Okay. So that particular recorder that we just played, that one was about half a mile away up on the ridge, on the north ridge from our camp. It's just we were situated in a valley. So like the cemetery was up on how we had to walk up to it. That was on one ridge on one side, and the recorders were on the other side. So, which I found very interesting because you did two howls out there, and I actually recorded them on that recorder that was a half mile away from camp up on the ridge on the other side. So it carried from ridge to ridge.
And do you know what time those howls were, David? Because I listened to those. I'm not convinced that those were mine. Because I thought the one that I only remember doing one, and I remember it being much longer.
Let's see. Let's see if it comes through.
Okay. That wasn't me.
Now, those two howls are stitched together for the recording to be side by side. You did them spaced out. But you don't think that was you?
I don't think that was me, David. I really don't. Mine was
those are done at the time that we're at the cemetery. I do know that because it
okay.
coincides with the trail camera stuff where they're walking around up in the cemetery with the ghost box. So those howls were done at exactly the same time.
Can you play them again, David?
Yeah. Now remember, these haven't been cleaned up any, so
okay.
They're just raw.
That's not me. I'm telling you, that's not me. I went like, roar. That's how I always do it.
A lot of these are going to have a lot of static, and if you don't listen to them with the earphones on or play them directly over the thing, it's going to be hard to hear them. Let's see. There was this one that lasted a long time. It sounded like a tree falling and then a lot of knocks and then more trees falling. Let's see. Okay, so that's too hard. That's too hard to hear. But the good news is I was hoping it would be clear to hear that one. But the good news is I found when I started reviewing the other SD cards a very much more clear recording of that, and it legit sounds like a tree falling, and then someone banging on a tree, and then another tree falling, then like someone banging on the tree. You know, it's like it like goes crack, 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 and then it goes bam, 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 and then crack, and then bam, bam, bam. You know, like a bunch of knocking, and then it falls.
And what time
honestly,
was
this was like 3 something in the morning. So
Yeah,
before
so
about
we
45
were
minutes.
Yeah, we were in bed or like turned in by then.
Yeah, so the clearer one is much further away from us. It's actually on the road coming into camp, but further up close to that bend where that electric pole is. So it's much further, and it's on the other side of the ridge line. So it didn't pick up. The only thing it picked up interesting, you know, like every time we drove by, you could hear us drive by.
Yeah.
But it's very clear what it is. But at 3 in the morning, which is only 45 minutes before I did the honking horn thing with the knock, there's all that banging and crashing and stuff like that. Now, granted, we did have some trees that came down that were close to there, but there's also a bunch of banging that sounds like somebody's hitting the trees before they fall and after they fall. And it sounds very weird. And it's a much better recording. I tried to get it done before I came on, but I wasn't able to. I had just found it and was like, damn it, because I knew it would have been good for here. So it'll be something else to talk about and share, because that one is it's really good. It's loud. But the truck one, that actually,
yeah, I mean, somewhere
when you listen to this with earphones or in person on the phone, it sounds so much better and so much louder. And you've listened to them.
Yeah, I mean, I can't understand why it's not coming through for you guys the way it's coming through for me. when I don't know, but obviously it's coming through for you when you play it. But 3:30, 3:45 in the morning, y'all need to understand that the area we were in was not open to anyone else. We reserved this place, and it was huge. There just a huge amount of land that no one else had access to. So I don't know who else could have been making those sounds.
Damn it. Yeah. If I had a cord, I might be able to plug my phone in and play it, but I couldn't find the cord. Yeah, so I recorded, weird stuff, like crows, the sound of the storm, because hey, not often you get a recording of the storm of the tree.
Hey, that storm sounds amazing, dude. I want to play that shit while I'm going to sleep.
And I think one of the sounds that we had, it sounded like a low pitch, like rumble or boom or something like that. I think Chris Blaylock might be onto something with there's some apparent live mining going on around there, and we can't rule that out until we find out if they're doing any blasting during the night, because it doesn't sound like tree knocks or anything, but it's a weird noise for sure. We're just trying to eliminate everything that we can, and she's been doing some serious research on that, so we have to say thank you for that one.
Yeah, Chris is awesome.
Yeah. Unknown sounds like knocking, sounds of the storm. Let's see if we did that. Possible knock, but this is faint.
Okay.
Haha. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I know everyone's probably disappointed, but
No. I mean, I'm not.
And I wish that I could clear this one up really good, because I don't know what the hell this is. It sounds like something. It sounds like something yelling, but it's so far away and it's underneath all that static.
There's several of them that you sent me that I just can't make out because they're so far away that it sounds like a scream or a bark or.
Yeah, and then you got the high winds that were blowing the whole time. A lot of that isn't static from the recorder; it's the leaves blowing in the wind as well. And then a lot of those recordings sometimes too had rain going on top of them. It wasn't the best recording environment, but I will tell you, you'll be happier when I send you the recording of the all those knocks in a row of the trees falling, and so it sounds like something's banging on it. It sounds pretty good. But I think so far between all the recordings, it would be that one that I just said I'll send you, and then the car with the knock. It almost sounds like I made something mad, or like the horn went off and they're like, "Hey, be quiet.
Shut up! You scared the shit out of me."
That's what it kind of sounds like. It's like it's super quiet because it's quiet. There's not a peep, a sound, nothing for for hours, and then all of a sudden my horn goes off, and then bam.
So, David, was this your first trip to the LBL?
It was. It was beautiful.
Okay, so I was going to ask you have to be jaded a little bit because of everything that happened, the weather, the tree and everything, but I was curious what your opinion of the area was.
Well, I think minus ticks, because that's a big thing for me now.
Ticks.
Let me tell you something. We don't have that problem down here in Georgia where I'm at. I've spent so many years in the woods turkey hunting and never came back with stuff like that. And every time I've crossed over this line to go somewhere with you guys, I get a tick on me. And I think
bring your fluorescent light now.
Oh no, I'm scared of what I might see in the woods. The woods floor starts crawling. No. Yeah, y'all need to start coming to Georgia. But
we have that in the works, buddy. You know that.
yeah, but my feelings of the LBL in general, I think it's a great place. I think it just we just kind of got robbed of a few days due to the weather, and honestly, it's the height of tick season. All joking aside, it's the height of tick season there.
Yeah.
So I'm sure, like in the fall, that would be like a great time to go there. Out of this kind of weather, tick season's over. It would be a wonderful place, I think.
So like
Especially,
they're in the Squatch Out.
dude, that's like the height of the summer, isn't it?
That's the end of the summer, September.
Dude, it's August, September. I don't know about you, but
Yeah, it's the
here
end of
it's
August.
like 90 something degrees.
I mean, October,
There'll be no fires, right?
It's starting to cool off in October, but we are at the very beginning of September, so you're right. It's gonna be. I don't know. That's why I've always tried to have it around that time because it's not extremely hot, but it's not cold.
All right, we'll see. Maybe things are different in Kentucky.
I don't know. I've never been in Kentucky in like in August or whatever.
I definitely know things are different in Kentucky, though. I'll tell you that. I will say this: the next morning after having that incident, when I took Murphy on a walk, I needed to clear my heads, and I wanted to be, like a nice person in camp in the morning. So I took Murphy on a walk, and on the way back, it actually made everything right. It was so beautiful, and Murphy was awesome, and I was just looking around and enjoying the scenery. And to be quite honest with you, I think I would like to camp back towards that light pole area where I could overlook the field and see the wood line for that whole length. So if anything were to walk out, you could actually look and see. But it's such a beautiful place, and
It really is.
And the best part is you can walk and hike a lot further there. Those hills aren't as high as you think they are. It wasn't hard to get up on top of that ridge. And once I got up there, there are a tremendous amount of animals using those ridges as trails. And right on the top, it was like almost like a worn path. You could see where a bear had walked through. It was quite gorgeous.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking forward to going again. And honestly, the only reservation is the tick thing. I'm not going to let that go for a while. I don't think.
I wouldn't either.
The whole weekend, dude.
Murphy's not coming to the Squatch Out. I'll tell you that. I already told my wife. He's not coming.
He might be mad at you, man. He misses us.
Bristol said y'all need some permethrin. However you say that word.
What the hell?
Yeah, everything that I used was worthless. I did everything right, and except for the permethrin.
Yeah.
Yep, you did everything right. It was just the environment was wrong.
And then I was holding a dog that had ticks, so that didn't help any.
There's that.
I keep scratching myself now. I'm talking to you. I'm traumatized. I need hazard pay.
Why did I not have a single fucking tick all weekend? I didn't have one.
You didn't hold Murphy, and
I taste like shit. I mean,
you're salty, man.
I'm salty as hell.
Well, you didn't bathe.
Nobody fucking bathed.
I took a shower. Nice try.
I tried to use your fucking shower. You offered it once and then just stopped.
You never took me up on it.
Am I gonna fucking beg you? I said, yeah, let's try that.
Beg me anyway.
Whatever. It was a great weekend. It was
fun.
It was. Hanging out with awesome people. I love you guys. I really do.
I mean, we did have some branch breaking and stuff behind our campfire one night.
We heard shit.
That didn't move. Yeah, we heard a few things, but I think honestly it was the weather that cut the trip short.
I think so.
And it changed the environment for the animals that were there. So everything wasn't on its regular, like homeostasis kind of deal. So,
And I was hoping to get Chris to talk about her like EVP session up there, where
yeah,
that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm all about, y'all know, I'm all about the ghostess with the mostest.
Because we were right there next to a cemetery.
you know, I did an EVP session in the bathroom, right?
No,
No.
get anything back?
That's it. The ghost of turds lost.
Yeah.
What?
So, not surprising, nothing happened, and I'm guessing because of what was happening in there.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, man. We appreciate you hanging out and saving the day and actually being able to play the fucking sounds, because my board can't, apparently, for whatever damn reason. But yeah, man, I appreciate it, and I'm really, really glad that you didn't have any more damage than you did,
Yeah, thanks.
because it could have been bad.
Yeah.
And I'm really glad that you're okay.
That was a big fucking tree, dude. I mean, and seriously, if it would have fallen 6 feet to the left, you might not be here right now.
I know. I thought about that. But I can't dwell on that kind of stuff.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy how Mother Nature works. 6 fucking feet, and you and your dog probably wouldn't be here right now. That's crazy, man. And I'm sitting back there in the Jeep, and I never feel anything. Never feel threatened. Never. I mean, other than the freaky storm that's going on, nothing happens to me. And then you're up there, and that happens. It's crazy, man. We don't know what's coming.
No, we don't. And and I chose that spot because I was behind some good-looking cedars. I didn't know a cedar was going to freaking break during a storm and fall on me. So that was kind of crazy.
You had a bubble around you, Wayne. Like, you didn't get hit with a tree. You didn't get any ticks.
No, they know who not to mess with.
Oh yeah,
I was just gonna say we have some questions for David when you ready.
Yeah, go ahead. Get to the question.
Okay. Bristol said, David, off topic, but what did you think of the handprints I tagged you in on the Mid-Florida Bigfoot group?
You can't see anything in those pictures. I mean, to me, one of the handprints that I saw in the Mid-Florida thing just looked like someone shut their car door. It was going right across the car door, and it doesn't continue onto the rest of the car. I see that all the time in cases that I do where, you shut the car door. It's hard to put fingers on the edge of a car door and not put them or leave anything else on the rest of the car. It's really hard to do that. As far as the other stuff, I don't understand. Never mind. I'm not talking. There really wasn't enough information to actually see anything, and the photographs were from weird angles. It was really tough to see. So there really, honestly, from a forensic side, there really isn't anything to even see or discuss, because there really isn't any information to even see. You can just see what they're talking about and know that some type of hand has touched this vehicle, but that's as far as you can really go forensically, unless there's some other photographs that I haven't been able to see. But that's honestly where I land on that is, okay, a hand touched your car, but I don't know how, who, what, or can even look close enough to see if there's any other information there.
Got you. David Rosti said, hell yes. Do the cameras stem from your line of work? You seem like a gadget guy.
I am a gadget guy. I am a freak for electronics and gadgets and stuff like that. And that's why, I have that thermal dash camera on my truck now. that works so good, by the way. But yeah, the cameras stem from that. And honestly, how the camera started wasn't really about collecting evidence for Bigfoot. It was going from camping by myself in a tent to feeling vulnerable from those WMA campsites where cars come in, at 2, 3 a.m. and you have no idea who they are, why they're driving around at 2, 3 a.m. in the middle of nowhere. So I felt more secure creating that in the back of my truck. And then once I got back there, I realized that I pretty much had closed myself off to one avenue of escape, which sucked, and I didn't like that either. So cameras went up, so just I could do exactly what Wayne said. Any bump, noise, anything, I can just turn on the monitor and look out and see what's out there. It made me feel a lot safer. I can see what's going on out there, and that's kind of where that came from. Then it became oh, cool, I can see everything around me at night. Now I need more cameras. How do I do that to get better angles and get further out? And that's where I went to that other set of cameras. So now there's 2 monitors for cameras.
You got an awesome setup, dude. And again, I hate that it was messed up the way it was.
Yeah, well, luckily all the equipment is salvageable.
Yeah.
So I'll be able to transfer all that onto something else.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, you the bright side, you still have every bit of the equipment. You just the shell is a little messed up.
And I don't have to have my truck worked on for anything. So
No, you
I
got
just got to
so
get rid of that shell.
lucky.
Yeah, it looks so bad. And you're right. When I got out and finally looked at it, I was thinking, oh my God, if it had just been this many feet over and it was bouncing on top of the cab itself, I wonder what that would have done. Besides damage to the truck,
Yeah, I mean, there's no telling how much that fucking tree weighs. And if that thing would have come down on you,
yeah,
I would have hated to have fucking lost a fucking friend on a camping trip. I mean,
on a Bigfoot expedition.
yeah.
Y'all be coming back to do paranormal investigations later.
Right.
David, are you with us
Let's go
doing the
make
Estes
contact
method?
once again.
Okay, note to everybody: if I die on an expedition, please feel free to come back and talk to me.
Yeah, right.
Well, this question is kind of collectively.
Alan, I love you, buddy.
Do you guys ever find other researchers out in the field when you are there?
I never have, but I imagine it happens.
That's one thing that I've always wished we knew, especially for things when people are doing tree knocks or yells.
Yep.
I'd hate to think that we're out there answering each other.
I've thought about that so many times. We're just knocking to each other.
I wish there was a website that the researchers could go to and like log in where they were at and what time they did their calls and yells, kind of like a deconfliction thing.
That's smart.
But I also know that most researchers are trying to keep all their locations secret, apparently. So
Right.
I know that will never work. But a deconfliction method would be really awesome. I mean, even if you didn't give up that actual spot, but just a generalized area of saying, hey, we were in the LBL and we did calls and knocks at this time. We didn't give away our exact location, but if you got a knock or a yell at exactly the same time, then at least you could use that information to possibly exclude.
Yeah, it's a process of elimination.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be amazing. I don't see any way of doing it.
Nah, it's a law enforcement thing they do for like online chat investigations and stuff like that. We put on, hey, have you seen this screen name? Is it one of you? And we go, oh no, it's not us. And they're like, okay, good, I actually have a suspect now. That kind of thing. So that's where I got the idea from, a deconfliction website. But you'd have to get everybody on board, get people to actually use it, and I just don't see that happening, honestly.
No, not at all.
It's a pipe dream.
Well, let's bring that up, Mr. Ristel. We need to discuss the elephant in the room. Wayne's pink lighting.
He legit looked like an
lighting?
alien spaceship sitting there in the dark.
I still want to see the pictures. Nobody has sent me the pictures that were sent, so I don't care until I see them. But yeah, I have rock lights under my Jeep, and they are purple, pink, or
They're pink.
whatever. I did not put them there. They were on it before, well, when I bought the Jeep. If there was a way for me to change the colors, I would. But I don't know. That's what I'm stuck with. I think they're pretty cool. I like them.
There's like 15, 20 lights glowing there in the dark, aren't there?
Yeah, well, I got one under each tire.
And then the rings around your headlights.
I do have the
And
rings
then some
around
other
the headlights,
some other
and then the
stuff.
taillights, and the inside has a bunch of LEDs. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Chris,
No, it looks cool. I'm not making fun of them.
Yeah,
It
they
does look like a little alien ship
badass.
sitting there.
Yeah, they look badass. I love them.
I just said in Discord that I was gonna nickname you Pink Lightning.
Yeah, shut up, Tiffany.
And then it was gonna be Pinky for short.
Pinky.
Pinky in the brain, yeah.
Yeah. Got that stinky pinky. All right, let's get the hell up out of here. David, thank you so much, buddy. You are amazing. Oh, and David will be a speaker at the Squatch Out this year.
Yep.
Right?
Awesome.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so very much for doing that. So we're going to get some class for your ass at the Squatch Out. Some science.
Just say yes, dear, and just go on, David.
Just go along with it, David. I don't know.
All right.
I've been drinking. All right, everybody.
Itchy, you wakes up with a stinky. Yeah.
Yeah. Wake up with that stinky.
Well.
All right. What the hell ever. That's what you guys get when you tune in with us
on a Friday night.
All right, Tiffany, what we got coming up, ma'am?
We have Mr. Richard Farabee tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Eastern, the Bigfoot Florida guy. And I am so excited. I talked to him on the phone for 2 hours almost one day, and we were getting everything set up and kind of getting acclimated, to each other with the show. And yeah, he is all set and ready to go. All
right. Tomorrow night, 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern. Be there or be square. Everybody in the audience, thank you guys so much for being cool. We love you. We thank you. David, thank you so much for hanging out with us. There you go. Science is like magic, but real. That's fucking cool. All right, we're getting out of here.
Thanks.
All right, guys. Till we talk to y'all again, y'all take care of yourselves. Take care of each other.